family's bloodied facade hides a truth too dark to face. 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan vanished into Nova Scotia's shadows, leaving a trail of secrets and failures. Welcome to Untold Crimes and Affairs, where we tear through lies to expose a nightmare that bleeds. Was it betrayal, neglect, or something far worse? Buckle up. This case will haunt you.
To be clear, we don't have evidence to suggest that an abduction took place at this time.
Is it something you're still investigating, whether or not they could have been abducted?
So we're exploring all investigative avenues. So on the morning of May 2nd, approximately 10 a.m., RCMP officers received a call about 2 missing children in Lansdowne Station. The information at the time was that they wandered off away from the property, and I can tell you that our officers got at the scene very quickly, and we were monitoring the situation and hopefully finding the children very soon after that.
So it's very quickly. Officers arrive, and then what? You expected, it sounds like you're saying, that you'd find the children quickly, or hoped you would anyways. That didn't happen.
So Kayla, what I can tell you, from experience, you look at missing children. I've been involved with a handful of cases since I've been with Strategic Communications. Most oftentimes, the children are located very quickly after officers arrive at the scene.
You're watching Untold Crimes and Affairs, your plunge into true crime's blackest depths. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and join our channel for exclusive shadows. Link below. 8 weeks ago, Lilly and Jack Sullivan disappeared from Lansdowne Station, sparking 500 tips, a $150,000 reward, and a global obsession. But this isn't a lost-in-the-woods tale. A family's unraveling, a system's collapse, and whispers of a father's dark past point to a truth that chills. Tonight, we dive into an abyss where answers fester. Lansdowne Station, a rural speck where secrets breed like rot. Lilly and Jack lived in a mobile home with Malehya Brooks-Murray, their soft-spoken mother, and Daniel Martel, her volatile partner. Belynda Gray, their grandmother, swore they were a picture-perfect family until cracks emerged. Malehya fled to Vancouver days after the kids vanished, her 1-year-old, Meadow, ripped from her arms. Daniel's online rants screamed rage, while a neighbor called their home a filthy camp. Was this a haven, or a house of lies? Let's hear Daniel, raw and fractured, from the heart of suspicion.
I know the truth. I didn't kill Lilly and Jack.
It's been 6 weeks now since you've seen Lilly and Jack. I just want to ask, how are you holding up?
It's been a long 6 weeks. I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanting to know what happened. It's been from sadness to anger at this point. And I know the RCMP and major crimes are working around the clock trying to piece everything together, and I'm grateful for that. But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by, and we know at this point they're not in the woods, and where are they?
Did you feel in the beginning that they suspected you?
Of course. The stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
Anger? Sure. But at who? Daniel's voice betrays a family on the edge, teetering before tragedy struck. Cody Sullivan, Lilly and Jack's biological father, is a ghost in their story. Or so Belynda Gray claims. She says Cody walked away after Malehya ended their 3-year romance, leaving the kids behind. But unconfirmed reports paint a darker picture. A criminal history stretching from 2021 to 2025, with a court date looming on October 10th, 2025. Gray never mentioned this shadow, yet RCMP stormed her home at 3 a.m. on May 3, demanding to know if Cody had the kids. Standard procedure, or a clue to something sinister. Police later cleared Cody, and some insist he has no record. Belynda's silence could be loyalty, not deceit. Still, Whispers of his past linger, haunting the case like a specter. Did Malehya's sudden flight tied to Cody's alleged shadow? Or something only she knew? Belynda Gray carries a grandmother's grief, her voice cutting through the case's fog like a blade. She insists Lilly and Jack aren't lost in the woods. Someone hurt them. Her raw plea, unfiltered and heavy, exposes a family she no longer trusts. Listen to her heartbreak, a cry that echoes betrayal.
My heart tells me these babies are gone. My heart tells me that. I am the grandmother of Lilly and Jack. I am the grandmother on the biological father's side. My son is Cody Sullivan. The mama of my grandson called me. We were in town. She asked if I heard the news. She sent me the article that was on Facebook showing the kids missing. I couldn't call Malehya yet, so I waited till we got home. And I called, well, I didn't call her, I texted her. And she told me that, yes, that the kids were missing, that they've been missing since this morning. Well, I asked Malehya, I said, Malehya, you know your kids. Nobody knows their kids like their mom. Where do your kids normally go to play out in the yard? What direction do they usually like to explore? And she said, well, they always play up in the little woods right on the side. I said, well, okay. I said, we'll start from that point and we'll work our way out. So we just started combing through the woods up through there. We were gone for a couple of hours. I'm yelling for Lilly and Jack. And yeah, that went on for a few hours, but those woods, I started to feel that I can't see them being in the woods. There's trees everywhere. You literally have to climb over trees, climb under bushes. It is really, really thick. After seeing the place, seeing the condition of the home, it was like the total opposite of what I knew of Malehya. She was always clean, very clean about herself, about the kids, about her home. This home looked more like a camp. It was very unkempt. I was pretty surprised.
Gray's shock at the chaotic home clashes with Malehya's image as a devoted mother. Was this neglect, or a family spiraling long before May? Gray's words scream one truth. Someone's hiding something deadly. The RCMP's early moves reek of missteps, fueling whispers of a botched case. On May 2nd, a 911 call launched a massive search, 160 volunteers, drones, helicopters, yet no Amber Alert was issued, despite Daniel's pleas for abduction probes. Why? RCMP insisted there was no evidence of kidnapping, a stance that chilled hope as hours bled away. Worse, they delayed requests for dash cam and trail camera footage until April 28th, days after Lilly and Jack's last sighting on May 1st. A local woman was asked for trail cam video spanning weeks, a desperate grab for clues they should have sought sooner. 6 days of scouring dense woods turned up only a child-sized boot print and a shred of Lilly's blanket. Clues now shrouded in doubt. Was the RCMP's hesitation a fatal blunder, stranding Lilly and Jack in darkness? Or were they chasing a truth too grim to voice? Daniel Martel faced RCMP's glare from day one. His polygraph, taken weeks after the disappearance, wasn't about missing kids. It was about murder. The first question? Did you kill Lilly and Jack? Not, where are they? Every query assumed death, a chilling signal of RCMP's early suspicions. Daniel passed, but the test's focus screams dread. Why presume bodies over runaways? Hear his fear, raw and unfiltered.
Okay, you mentioned you offered to take a polygraph test.
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Yes, it did.
And how did that unfold?
That unfolded in my favor. They obviously know I wasn't lying about anything.
So they said, yep, great, thank you, come in
Yeah.
for a polygraph test.
Yeah, it took a little while to set up, and
When did you do that test?
I don't know the exact date, but that would be at least 3 weeks ago, probably.
So roughly 3 weeks after the disappearance.
Yeah.
And I think most Canadians wouldn't have any idea what's involved with that. Can you describe the process? You go in and just tell us right from the start.
We go in, sit down in a big comfy chair, and they have multiple sensory pads. You have them underneath your forearms, you have them underneath your butt, and you have them underneath your feet with your shoes off. You have a sweat gland on one finger. You have a measuring instrument for blood flow that goes in and out of your hand. And you have a cuff on your arm for blood pressure to measure your pulse.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous. Especially with the first question they asked you, did you kill Lilly and Jack?
That was the first question they asked you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What went through your mind when someone's asking you that question so point blank like that?
Your mind has a massive release of chemicals, I guess you would call them. Just, it's like your stress levels just astronomically through the roof, and your body doesn't know what to do, because it's not every day the way you're hooked up to machines in an interrogation room where someone asks you questions like that.
What other kinds of questions did they ask you?
All the questions pertain to the death of Lilly and Jack. Are you accessory to the murder of Lilly and Jack? They were all.
So all of the questions assumed that the children are no longer alive.
Yeah.
There were no questions at all about, did you take them somewhere? Could
No.
they be somewhere?
No.
Daniel's cleared, but his threats to Malehya, "I'll visit you in prison," hint at a fracture. Did he sense her guilt or deflect his own? The polygraph's shadow darkens the family's core. Now, the secret that cracks the case wide open. Child Protective Services had Lilly and Jack in their sights months before they vanished. Nova Scotia's Minister Scott Armstrong confirmed a CPS file existed, documenting concerns about their home. Yet he stonewalled on details, citing the ongoing probe. Why did CPS, tasked with shielding kids, fail to act? Reports of a filthy, chaotic home shocked even Belynda Gray, and neighbors whispered of neglect long before May. After Malehya fled, CPS swooped in, tearing one-year-old Meadow from her custody, a move that screams prior suspicion. Public outrage exploded online, with some asking, did CPS's inaction doom Lilly and Jack, or was their file a warning ignored? Unconfirmed rumors even tie Cody Sullivan's alleged crimes to Malehya's panic. Whispers of a court date on October 10, 2025, though police cleared him. The $150,000 reward, tied to major crimes, shouts murder, not missing kids. Did CPS's silence or a family's hidden wounds seal their fate? Picture Malehya, unraveling under postpartum scars, trapped in a web of fear. Whispers of Cody's alleged past, CPS's watchful eye, Daniel's rage. Her world was a noose. Compare this to the 2013 Kyron Horman case, where family dysfunction and missed red flags hid a tragedy. Was Malehya a victim, a villain, or both? Lilly and Jack's last sighting, May 1st, smiling at a mall, burns in our minds. What shattered in those 20 hours before they vanished? Someone knows, and the $150,000 reward is their ticking clock. Did CPS's silent betrayal or a family's dark secrets doom Lilly and Jack? Will the $150,000 reward or whispers of Cody's unconfirmed past break this case? Or are these kids lost forever? Comment. Was CPS's failure the key, or is Malehya's flight the truth? Like, share, and subscribe to keep their story alive. Binge our Sullivan series. Until next time, Don't trust the light.